Niflheim, Muspelheim, ildet is, tropper falder ind, ja, Jotunn skaber af sig. Dinoen gagab, Niflheim, Muspelheim, ildet is, tropper falder ind, ja, Jotunn skaber af sig. Dinoen gagab, Niflheim, Muspelheim, ildet is, tropper falder ind, ja, Jotunn skaber af sig.
Here we go.
The all-consuming Red Death. 600 years ago, King Arthur led the Great Escape from the homelands, where our kingdoms were ravaged by the plague. Leading people to Avalon, he started the Age of Conquest and took the island from the Four Dwellers. Using the mysterious powers of Menhirs, together with Merlin, they cleansed the land of the Wyrdness, a primordial force of chaos and possibility. But now, long after the death of the king, Camelot is in shambles as Avalon fractures into chaos. Old legends are gone, and the Wyrdness is creeping back into our lands. The bleeding heart of the plague has started beating once more. And the Red Death has returned. Rulers of the island asylum, an order of the Red Priests, are desperate to stop it. By any means necessary. Rotting in one of their cells is a stranger who might bring a spark of change to this cursed island stuck in everlasting autumn.
Alright, here we go. So this is Tainted Grail. So this game is... What I'm playing right now is just a demo as of right now. The full game will be releasing, I believe, on the 25th of this month, so the end of this week, as I'm recording this. This game, as you can see, is, and you will see, is a lot like Skyrim, a lot like Oblivion, but then also it kind of has an energy gauging system, kind of like Dark Souls, and a magic system, all of that. It's an open world RPG like Skyrim Oblivion, so it's got a lot going on. And then I really like the premise of this game. It's really dark. You'll get some Geiger-esque vibes going on from this game too. These guys actually made another game like this. I don't know if it's on Steam off the top of my head, but it is on Xbox. And it was also called Tainted Grail. But it was kind of like a strategy card battling RPG. Roguelite. So, vastly different than this, but had the same kind of premise. You go into the island of Avalon, you're fighting the Wyrdness, trying to navigate through it, looking for King Arthur, all of that stuff. So right now, like I said, this is just a demo. So, we'll see what we're doing. Honestly, the normal body condition looks more muscular than the muscular in some facets. And you can make some pretty busted characters too, just like Skyrim and Oblivion if you want. These are not great faces. This is going to take some work. I also, like I let play on the title screen, I like the music in this game a lot too. And you know, like every single other open world RPG, they can never get blonde right. Ever. So natural black or dyed black. Probably just good natural black. A little bit of brown in it. That's not bad. What do you think? Look at that one. Looks like it got run over by a tire. I thought it looked fine. Well, maybe people don't get run over on the face specifically.
I don't think so.
What should the name be?
What should you name her?
Rise and shine, rise and shine. Yes, it's me again. And I hope this time you'll cooperate, without me needing to repeatedly hit you in the face, eh? Look, we just have to get this over and done with. Unless you want a visit from someone upstairs. And trust me, you don't. Just like before, no food until we're done here. And the moment you start getting on my nerves, we're going back to my tried and tested fists. So, tell me, what were you doing in the forest when the Red Shields caught you?
Alright. Just like Skyrim Oblivion, Morrowind, starting a jail cell, these questions this guy asks you are essentially how you want to build your character in this game. What did I say with my other character? I was on my way to enlist in the army.
Army, huh? If I were in charge, I wouldn't even consider letting you join the ranks. I'd rather feed you to the dogs. Less waste. And you were planning to enlist with...
Battle mages. So, like most games, I always make a kind of battle mage type character.
Oh, that's what you call yourselves now. I've never seen you people do anything but fireworks and illusions. Not much use during a real fight, as is evident from you being in here rather than out there. Okay, that was easier than I expected. Now, unfortunately, we'll have to start... I've always found it puzzling that these people won't bathe. You, I understand. You're literally rotting in this damned cell. But them? There's just no excuse for the stench. There they are. Finally.
I know. You've a million questions. But they'll have to wait. One of these keys will open your cell. When you get out, head left. I'll scout ahead.
Alright, so we're a little bit different looking than the character creation. So that will get explained soon. So there's our magic. So we started with Burning Ember because of what I picked. And there's 4 different weapon loadouts. And then all of your armor is over here. So I can throw this guard's raggedy equipment on. And you can see at the top there, above all the icons, that this game does have a type of encumbrance system to it. So now, equipping these, it puts me into medium weight. Again, kind of like Dark Souls. It makes you take more energy to swing weapons, things like that. And I'm going to take that. And you can put multiple spells too. I gotta find another one. But you can put the same spell twice if you want. And you can combine magic just like Skyrim 2. So to help my movement speed a little bit, I'm going to take those off. So I'm right there on the cusp of being medium weight, but I am not. I'm still lightweight. Brother Adamus will fix this hole in about a week. Please leave it be until then. Oh, hello. There's a guy back there. I don't have any lockpicks. Commandment 1. First came the prophet, then came the word. The word is sacred. The Pope, his cardinals, and his priests receive the word. The word is the way. We are all the brothers and sisters, starving for the word. The word is sustenance. Together in holy suffering we walk the pilgrim's path. The word is our strength. We repent by facing the trial of the plague. The word is our cure. The priests clad in red guide us towards grace. The word is salvation. There are no other sanctities, only the prophet's word and the will of the Red Church. Do not doubt your faith, and you will be rewarded. Okay, so it's a cult. Got it. Let's see what they said about us. Age unknown, female, King's Road. So the Red Death stage is 2. Severe skin lesions, notably visible on the face and hands. Further screening tests are required. Strict protective measures must be enforced. So, that's what's wrong with us. We have something called the Red Death. Some kind of illness or disease. So the man killed him too. put an arrow right in his face. Let's take all that to sell. Some moonshine. What? I didn't find this the first time I played. I didn't go this direction. Let's just take that. I don't want to get flagged by YouTube. What? Nice drawing. There we go, got some recipes. There's a lockpick. Cooking pot. There we go, that was good. So just make another one. Okay. So, cooking is part of how, like, eating is how you heal in this game. Broken wooden club. Is that what I got? Yes, it is. Okay. Their commandments book again, and all three of them are. Take the jar, why not, I guess. Okay, let's go the direction he told us to. Guy named Ethan. Treatment records. Number 1. Patient is mentally stable, though physical symptoms of the Red Death persist. I started applying small doses of black henbane to his skin and asked him to keep a dream journal. Progress is strong, but he panics easily. I'll introduce a mild calming agent to help him relax and open his mind without fear. Patient's mental state is worse than expected. Upon waking, he either becomes briefly catatonic or curls up muttering. Patient's now fully catatonic, unresponsive, unmoving, not eating. Death seems the only mercy left. I'll conduct an autopsy to seek possible brain changes. There must be something to learn here. These are the man's ramblings. The dark nights here are endless. Everything breathes and calls crisply. A red monk came and put fire in my chest, but I knew it was a good thing. The first and only king visited me the night before. Arthur wept, then reached to me with his hands, not 2, but 4. Never closer to the king's grace, then he disappeared. The bleeding heart of the plague beats in frantic despair. 1, 2, 1, 2. I hear his rhythm from behind the wall. I know it, I feel it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Organic machinery that created this place and these people. Put your ears to the walls and listen. So let's save this. Because lockpicking is exactly like Skyrim, except it's a bit more difficult because the lockpicks break really easily. Nice. So, the bad thing about using magic and a weapon is that you can't block with the weapon. It is what it is. So he had a robe. See what that looks like. It's worse armor, but it's a lot lighter. So maybe we'll go with that. That will let me put the bandages on. Linen pants, 1 armor. He has red priest pants. Is that better? They're worth more. They're slightly heavier. Why would I wear those then? Alright. I don't think I'll be reading out loud every single piece of paper that I pick up. So if you want to read it while you're watching this, especially on the recording, just go ahead and pause it. So here's Ethan. He was 16. That sucks. Red Death Stage 4. Though the body remains in relatively good condition despite the 4th stage of the plague, the patient's mind is in shambles. Seems that the mind is the first to die. We'll need to observe what happens next. This lock is broken. Okay. Ninian, 28, male. Horns of the South. So that's where he is from. Red Death Stage 4. Inflammation in various organs. Maintain strict isolation protocols to prevent the spread of infection. Notify Captain Breendane if procedure fails and subject dies. Patient's being transferred from his room to the laboratory for further examination. Is there anything in here for me? Health potion. Hell yeah. There's just a million of these copies of the 7 Commandments everywhere. Lisa, 20, female. Stage 3. Plague progression stopped. After prolonged exposure to concentrated Wyrdness, the patient's body has undergone severe alterations. The mutations, however, may have halted the progression of the disease. Hold for observation. Hey, you okay?
Do you see what a miracle I am? Healed. Healed. I am no longer sick. The depths filled with the weirdness. Oh, and a chamber. It was rather dreadful, I must admit. They left me here for some time. I can't quite remember. I felt everything within me turn inside out, then settle back into place once more. I thought I was dying, but now all is well. The worst is behind me. You don't need to help me. The Red Priests already did. They cured me. Thanks to them, I feel just fine now. I hope the same fate awaits you and you'll no longer suffer. Have a nice day, kind lady.
Helga, 73, Red Death Stage 1. Fevers brought on by the Red Death have left a lasting mark on the patient's mind. He's plagued by numerous visions. Mood changes occur, from emotional indifference to religious and ecstatic rapture, leading to foretelling doom. Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Drip, drip, drip. Do you hear it? Soon the king will return. I told the priests. They laughed, but they'll soon see for themselves. Drip, drip, drip. The storm is gathering. At last, the age of resurrections shall end, and then the once and future king will return. I cannot wait to behold his radiance, drip after drip. With each drop, it gets closer and closer. None of us are free. We are all bound, all bound. And to go? No. I don't want to. I found my place to await the king. You can go if you want, but you won't get far. We are all bound, all bound. Drip after drip. Closer and closer.
So one thing about this game, if it is a thing, I never found it the first time I played through this, the beginning of this month, is that unfortunately there's no way to go into third person mode where you can see your character. So going in the menu here is the only way that I've found so far to see your character and what they look like and stuff. Old letter. My dear Urfir. These names are going to kill me. I finally arrived at the Island Asylum and have received my preliminary medical examination. Father Vaughn said that my symptoms point to the very early stages of the Red Death, and that I did very well to come here of my own will. He promised to do everything in his power to help me, and to make sure our son, I write son because I can feel the truth of that with each heartbeat. I know you had doubts about me coming here, but I really am of good cheer. I will keep you up to date on my progress. I hope to see you soon. I love you and miss you very much. P.S. I'm thinking of the name Llewellyn. How do you like it? I hate that fucking name. You guys know that if you watch me play through Valkyrie Profile. New quest, unforgettable. The husband of one of the Red Priest's victims must be wondering what happened to her. Take all these cooking things. Cracked shield, that's good. Okay, so let's do this. There we go. Oops, nope. Requires 2 dexterity, so also, like Dark Souls, you need, or Elden Ring, you need stats to be able to effectively wield these weapons. So that's why the damage is so low, because I don't have 2 dexterity. So now I can block, because I got a shield. Sweet. Oop. Oh yeah, I found all that other stuff. So, you can put on clothes, and obviously they give very little armor. But they keep you light at the same time. As a matter of fact, why would you wear that over the robe? The robe is lighter and gives more armor. Yeah, because your weight is not affected at all, except by the things you have equipped. So I can grab all of these items and it won't really affect me. Room of Wyrdness Remedies. Handle the afflicted with great care, for their suffering may one day become your own. Record every detail. Smallest note may determine life or death. And I won't lie, I still haven't figured out like what all is good to take, what's useful and everything. Patient 1 had typhoid, not Red Death. I burned the body. Patient 2, by day 3, she acted erratically, scratching, pulling her hair, and screaming. By day 5, she nearly broke free before her heart failed. Her autopsy may yield more insights. Little effect. The disease progresses at the usual pace, but his mind's clear. Continue observing. Despite mixed results, I don't consider the treatment a failure. Species Weird Boar. Remember, after handling infected animals, all equipment should be soaked in alchemical cleaning solutions. Affected weird boars that reach the late stage should be euthanized to prevent further spread. No note on this one? Oop. Oy, I can't tell where this one's supposed to be at. Alright, that's got me way farther than anything else. Ah, you see how fast they break? There we go. Only cost me 4 log pigs. Father Vaughn's notes. Catching... I'm not even say that name. Age 22. So that's Katrin from that note that I found. Short, skinny, 7 months pregnant. Symptoms typical of Red Death. Pale red spots on the face, neck, and arms. Cause of death, childbirth. So she is in fact dead. Exposure to the Wyrdness might have altered the woman's psyche. Anger outbursts and melancholia. That's definitely different than what it sounded like on the note she was writing. As for physical alteration, the fetus seemed to be much more affected by the Wyrdness, as if it absorbed it all. After the first standard session, the fetus started to grow rapidly. After the second, its mass had tripled. More research on subject 38. So, the mom didn't survive, and they took the baby to test on it more. So I got a different spell. So it does 4 to 5 damage. And if I heavy cast it, it's channeled, so I would hold it. Drains health from the target, healing you instead. Brother Sirius, 33. Red Death Stage 5. Self-experimentation. Wants to know the patient's perspective. Aim is to gather knowledge about the stimuli or patient's experience. Treat like a common patient. But, what's going on here?
Who's there? Forgive me, but my eyes fail me these days. You shouldn't be here. I'm very, very sick. I am Brother Sirius. Your question suggests that you are not one of the Red Priests. Did you escape your cell? You really should have stayed there. We can't let the plague spread any further. Although, I understand. All of it. The patience. The madness around. Somewhere along the way, we lost ourselves. The mission to find a cure became a burden. I can't tell who you are, but I'm so sorry for all that we've done. It's a shame, but when you're fighting a losing battle, sometimes there's just no other way. When I discovered that I'd fallen ill, I asked to be placed in a cell. I sought to understand the experiments from the patient's perspective. To learn which stimuli provoke the strongest reactions. And I also wanted to equip my brothers with new tools for their work. Fourth stage, if I'm not mistaken. We've identified 6, so I'm not far from my end. The first stage is the most treacherous, when the symptoms are almost invisible. But that's when the disease spreads fastest. It was the same with me. From the second to fourth stages, the symptoms become visible. Fever, tooth loss, painful sores, festering wounds that won't heal. The last 2 stages are visceral, the worst possible. The victim's insides burn up, turning to mush. The brain starts to die, and the body becomes a mindless shell.
that's what's ahead of me. We've had some success treating it up to the 4th stage. But it's still a gamble. Sometimes we manage to push the disease from stage 3 back to stage 1, only to see it jump to stage 5 as soon as treatment stops. We believe that with the weirdness, we could eliminate this randomness. The weirdness, my child, is pure potential. That's the theory. In practice, we tried to direct its power where we needed it most. The effects, shall we say, varied. May the Prophet's word be a safe haven for you.
You're not one of them. Please, free me. That's not the kind of freedom I'm asking for. There's no saving me now. Even if I could escape, I'd only be putting others at risk. You have to kill me. And when it's done, please, take my tags to the Horns of the South. Let Fergus know I didn't run. He's the quartermaster of the Horns of the South. It's a keep. If you make it out, you should be able to see its lighthouses from the beach. It's not about you. It's mercy. No decent god wants their followers to suffer. Think of it as carrying out the will of whoever you believe in. Thank you. May the All-Mother bless you.
Be on guard.
So there we go. There's a second burning ember. So there. Now I can have one in each hand. Well, there we go. Okay. We found some recipes.
Can you hear me? Hear me. Can go now. Now. Now.
Well, that was worth it.
You're not a priest. Get out of here. Go away before they see you with me. Help? There's nothing wrong with me anymore. The priests cured me, you see. I just need a few days to recover, and then I'll be able to go home. I look much better already. In a few days, you won't even see a trace of the illness. See? I don't need your help.
Let's save on this lockpick. Because I only have so many lockpicks left, so I might need to reload. And this is a hard lock. Once I start finding the sweet spot, maybe I'll reload. That's a little closer right there. Okay, so it's over there. Alright, got it. First try, nice. Suspected innate immunity. We never had a Pictish patient before. She was found in a village with a severe outbreak that shows no symptoms, not even early ones. Brother Crispus ordered observation, but what if she never falls ill? Patient exhibits visible mutations from the Wyrdness. The horns on her head are remarkable. I wish she'd be more cooperative. Surely she holds knowledge we lack. I've tried to persuade her, but she remains defiant. Why? Lives are at stake. She called us children stumbling in the dark. So why won't she help us out? We attempted to introduce the Red Death by injecting her with blood from a stage 5 patient. Well, no wonder she doesn't want to help you guys out. Caused a violent initial reaction, but after 3 days, the basic healing potion she stabilized shows no symptoms. She's less of a patient and more of a subject, and I'm conflicted about that fact.
Who the hell are you? Then you're in luck, or you'd be lying here too. Bastards tried to cut me up again. They call it an experiment, but I know torture when I fail it. They didn't break your spirit, I see. That's good, but save your strength for the red pricks if you want to make it out of this place. Nothing good. They thought they'd break me fast, like some Camalosian wimp. Big mistake on their part. Besides, I doubt they were waking you up with a kiss on your forehead either. Conquer, from the Dalrieta pup, if you hadn't already guessed that much. Really? Now's a good time for a chat. You think the red pricks will just wait around while we gab? If you make it to the Forlorn Swords, you'll meet the tribes. Right now, you'd better focus on getting your arse out of here. With great bloody difficulty, that's how. Those bastards laid a trap, hoping I'd be easy pickings. They ended up needing damn near a full army to take me down. There was mead. There were women. One thing led to another, and I woke up with my pants around my ankles, surrounded by gobshites in red. I was fighting with me bare arse hanging out, and I still managed to kill a dozen of them. Useless knobs. Someone must have put something in the mead. I don't know. Barely saw anything, because I was either knocked out or had blood in my eyes.
You're lucky to have someone risking their own arse to help you out. No time for a chinwag, just get the hell out of here.
Alright, the reason I unequipped the Red Priest's equipment before talking to him is because there would be more dialogue to get through. He'd damn near attack you. Slightly, very slightly better gear on these guys.
Trying to escape, my child? That's very brave of you, I must say. Escape? Me? But this is exactly where I should be. I appreciate your offer, but I believe fate has brought me here for a reason. That's why I'll stay and see what happens. Torture, you say? That's very interesting. I haven't experienced any torture here. I know that whatever ails me, the Red Priests will do everything they can to heal me. I doubt that. You'll soon see that things aren't always what they seem at first glance. This way of thinking has never failed me. Safe travels, my child. May fate be on your side.
Nice, made a bunch more potions. And leveled up our alchemy. Alright, so we're back near the entrance where we started, so let's head back. Oh, there's him. Oh, arrows and bows. Here we go. I did not even find this guy last time I played this. But he's got a claymore, and I kind of want that. Ah, what the... Holy hell, that did a lot of damage. Ow, Jesus. Yeah, he's got a lot of resistance to fire. Notes of a man sinking into despair. I once thought everything would turn out fine, that time was on my side, that as I grew older I'd see more and catch up to everything. 14 days ago, my beloved Ellie arrived at Island Asylum with our sons. It's the 4th stage. I went to say goodbye knowing how it will end for me. I write this for myself, which means for no one, as I am becoming nothing. The Prophet Kai grants grace, the letter bless me with the grace and curse of fierce tears, for I do not go gentle into that night. I will rage against the dying light. Dull broadsword, grief-torn armor. Yeah, I did not find that stuff last time. So that's cool. Red Guard's armor, guard stuff. Alright. Sweet. Red Guard's armor. Grief Torn Cuirass. Increase max health. So it's a bit heavier. It'll put me into medium, but... yeah, not bad. I'll lighten me up a little bit more. I just don't have the strength. So take these off. Nope. Still a medium, so I might as well keep everything on. I mean, I lose 1 point of damage, but this is actually lighter. Okay. That is a mega flame coming off of that guy. There's a person sitting there. So if I would have jumped down that cliff, this is where I would have landed. And this is the guy I found last time.
Stay back. I may not be in top shape, but I can tear you to pieces if I have to. So, you escaped too? Huh. They're having quite a day. Good. I hope it gets even worse. This whole place is mad. From a safe distance this time. They play with powers they don't understand. Trying to wrangle the Wyrdness into obedience is a fool's dream. The Wyrdness might listen, but blind obedience is not in its nature. Same as you, I guess. Wrong time, wrong place. I was wandering through Kunakt and got caught in an outbreak. I was kept with the rest at first, but when they figured out I was a Pict, well, then I deserved special treatment. One of the priests took me to a place so thick with Wyrdness, it scared me. I needed to get away, otherwise, I don't know what would have happened. I just know whatever it wasn't for me. Why? Do you think you can torture it out of me too? I didn't choose the gifts I was given. I accept whatever the Wyrdness is willing to give. I promise I hold no secrets to curing the Red Death. No matter how deep you cut, you can't gouge them out of me. It should, although I admit that the past few weeks have made me hate the taste. Still, thank you. There isn't much kindness going around this place. It wouldn't be very gracious of me not to repay it, would it? Take this. It might prove useful for you. Why indeed? Perhaps it's a test of patience. My hair tangles mercilessly around them. I even need to wear head wraps to hide them. I hate wearing head wraps. Oh.
You took your sweet time, eh? But I understand. I did too, when I was leaving this place for the first time. You have to admit that the Red Priests are quite resourceful. At least when it comes to death and dying. Great question, truly. But in case you hadn't noticed, we're still within the walls of the island asylum. When we're out, then we can talk. I'm told this path leads to the beach. I'll wait for you there until dusk. Good luck.
I've been waiting a long time for someone to find me. Are you here to help me leave this place? I do not know. I think it is some kind of prison deep in the Wyrdness. I wish I could answer. I cannot remember. I know I am not complete. I remember I once knew who I was at some point, but I do not anymore. I just am. And you? Why are you here? Are men here? That would explain the weirdness surrounding us. But walk with me. Let's find out together, now that I'm free. I remember arriving on the shores of Avalon. That was the beginning of everything. But there were doubts and questions. How does it feel to leave your homeland behind? To keep moving forward, even though every step takes you into the unknown? The Four Dwellers quickly made it clear to us. If we wanted to call this place home, we'd have to fight for it, down to the last drop of blood. In the end, we won the war. Merlin stole the sacred flame of the Four Dwellers and ignited the menhirs, driving away the mist and clearing the nights of Wyrdness. It was the first time we uncovered the secrets hidden within the menhirs. Still, the land of Avalon honored our toil. It soaked up our sweat, our suffering, and our blood. In time, it rewarded us. Here in Avalon, we were given the chance to create great things. Camelot, the eternal castle, the capital of all humankind, was meant to be a symbol of that. We left the homelands to survive. The plague had consumed everything we once knew. We thought we'd escaped it, but the Red Death returned like a specter to haunt us. Once again, it began to devour our home.
Niflheim, Muspelheim, ilden is, tropper falder ind, ja, Jotun skaber af sig. Dinoen gagab, Niflheim, Muspelheim, ilden is, tropper falder ind, ja, Jotun skaber af sig. Dinoen gagab, Niflheim, Muspelheim, ilden is, tropper falder ind, ja, Jotun skaber af sig. Dinoen gagab, Niflheim, Muspelheim, tropper falder ind, ja, Jotun skaber af sig. Dinoen gagab, Niflheim, Muspelheim, ilden is, tropper falder ind, ja, Jotun skaber af sig.
Oh, awaken thee, once and future king.
His hunger, the craving for what was beyond reach. I am the price paid for touching the unreal. His burden, the man beneath the myth. His oath, the weight of duty that shields the faithful. I am his will, the fire that bends the world to his command.
I can see through the mist, but it's still all so unclear. I've dreamt of countless deaths for such a long time. Yes, it's time to wake. I am Arthur Pendragon. I led humans to Avalon shores. I built the great halls of Camelot. Thank you for bringing me here. I believe I owe you, young one. It may not seem like it at times, but one always has a choice. Even if it's as simple as pushing onwards when others might back down. You brought me back. This is what matters. And for that, I am grateful. But now, let us leave this place and head to Avalon. I need to see my kingdom again. I trust you'll accompany me. Or would you rather stay in this wretched place? I am not sure. Yet I learned to be grateful of fortunate outcomes, even if they come unexpected. It seems to be a place located between life and death. Or maybe a place that can defy death. But why was it created? By whom and when? These I'm unable to answer. Trust me, I wish I knew. I remember death, then darkness, a terrible loneliness, ages upon ages of solitude, and these are all the details I have. Perhaps, in time, I'll remember more. But that's enough questions for now. Let us walk together and see the kingdom forged so long ago. After years of struggle, my people in Avalon finally live in peace and prosperity. I must see the legacy of the Age of Conquest with my own eyes. My Camelot in all its glory. What is happening? No! I see now. I am not whole. You have only freed a part of me. I'm not strong enough. For now, I will have to journey by your side until my strength returns. I'll see the world through your eyes. In return, I'll lend you what strength I have. You are a surprising acquaintance, and it will be a pleasure to travel with someone of your disposition. And since it seems that fate has bound us together, let us make the best of it. Seeing my legacy through the eyes of another, a true picture of Avalon, not one crafted specifically for the king, may prove to be an interesting experience. Oh, what an adventure this will be.
So there we go. King Arthur's power healed us of the Red Death. Alright, we're getting there. So there's the night guy that we were waiting on. I guess he was waiting for us. It's a shrine of some kind. Broken broadsword. We have a dull one. There's no way that one's better. It is. Okay. You would think a broken broadsword would be worse than just a dull one, but, you know. Okay. So I'll tell you now, you can do it. You can swim out to those ships out there. The game will let you, but there's nothing out there, so I'm not going to do it. So, cat. That's terrible. So this is a druid's diary. And if you've seen in the tooltips between loading, all of the druids here were wiped out. So essentially when the Red Death followed the people here, they blamed the druids for it and wiped them out. Even though there was no proof that it was the druids doing. Alright, we might as well go here. Alright, let's talk to what's-his-face.
There you are. It took you a while. I was getting worried you wouldn't make it. I even realized that I didn't get a chance to introduce myself. I'm Caradoc, your savior. What kept you so long? I had my suspicions. What I didn't expect was you walking back free of the sickness. So go on. What did you find in there? Really? Then can you explain how you were suddenly cured of an illness that nobody knows how to cure? Well, maybe the fact you were able to do that is why I was supposed to break you out of this place. Anyway, get some rest. We'll have to set sail soon, before the Red Priests find us here. All I know is I was supposed to help you, some Pict and a Del Riata, break out, and then sail you to the mainland. But it looks like you're the only one who made it. From what I understand, the Red Priests must have done something to you. Something that can prove useful during my quest. Else, I wouldn't be sent here. My goal is to destroy King Arthur. To get rid of him, once and for all. There are pieces of his soul scattered across Avalon. I need to find, collect, and destroy them. Long story short, you've found yourself in the middle of a mess that's been brewing for 600 years. Every single time things go down the shitter on this island, a bunch of cowards in Camelot bring our once and future king back from the dead. It's happened before. It will happen again. And soon. My journey, my mission, is to stop this from happening. He's the reason the world as we know it is coming to an end. Every time they resurrect him, the weirdness grows stronger. Soon it will cover all of Avalon, and nobody will survive that. I've been cleaning this mess for a long time now. And I truly wish for this nightmare to end. The plan is to steal Excalibur, or at least what's hiding within that damned blade. A piece of our king is bound to it, and so it needs to be destroyed. We'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. The sword is kept in the Horns of the South. It's a fortress, but if someone has this emblem, they can enter freely. Here, pin it to your clothes. If you decide to help me, you should get in without any issues. When you do, find the captain. Brendan's his name. He'll tell you the rest. And yet I still gave you an opportunity to do so. You'll have plenty of time to think about it on the boat. Definitely. And all of them essential. But I have to leave you for a while. You should get some rest first. Judging by the waves, our journey won't be pleasant. Set up a camp and get some sleep. Then we'll sail for the Horns of the South. Ah, and here. Have some cobweb. Throw that into the fire and you'll be safe from the Wyrdness. Just in case I don't come back before nightfall.
So with that all being done, last time I played this, that option that you can tell him that you found King Arthur, if you tell him that, he actually attacks you. And one-shots you. But he doesn't kill you, he tries to destroy the piece of Arthur's soul that's inside you, but as soon as you set up the bonfire, you find out that it didn't work. And then, after he attacks you, he still tells you all the same stuff here. And then he leaves like that.
Well, that man really hates me. That much is clear. It's good you didn't tell him we've met. Who knows what he'd have done? That isn't right. I should remember. I should. All I know is that I left my kingdom strong, prosperous. It should have grown. It must have flourished in my absence. No. It seems that I should, but I don't. He knew me, spoke with certainty, with anger. But to me, he's a stranger. If he was a part of my past, then that past has been taken from me. I need to regain it. It seems so. If Caradoc is hunting for more pieces of my soul, we should definitely claim them first. When we do, I should grow stronger. I should remember. I should be whole. Let's go then, young one. Let's not waste any more time. I left my kingdom strong. It should have only grown stronger in my absence. And if something threatens it now, then I will see it restored.
Ready? Hop on the boat.
There is a dream that haunts me. A most dreadful nightmare, truly. It tears at me. The fortress of stone and valor, which I struggled to build, is now slowly crumbling into ruin. The land, caught in a perpetual autumn, yields to decay. A futile sacrifice remains ensnared deep within the horns of the South. A shield, now weakened and cracked by time, fails to protect my people. A profound betrayal has befallen those most loyal, yielding only despair. I am left paralyzed, powerless. Not more than a witness. My people, my legacy, everything is collapsing. They hailed me as the once and future king. Only now do I understand the horror of that title.
So there you go. This is just the demo, and we are done with it. So here you go. Here is this game. If you liked what you saw, again, like I said at the beginning of the stream, this should be coming out on the 25th of this month, so by the end of the week. Alright, now that the demo's done, there's not much more we can do, so I guess we're gonna call it here for tonight. I will see y'all later.